This is London with Bitcoin Spike, a $100,000 trade into a $600,000 profit. Yes, $100,000 turned into $700,000. We're going to go through the details. We're going to talk about VIP, the top trade group in crypto. We're going to discuss the new indicator. We're going to talk about the patterns in play. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, and not financial advice. Guys, the returns, don't emulate them if you don't have the skill set to do so. But let's talk about the patterns in play. Let's talk about Bitcoin. The fact that we were the only channel to give you a buy signal, boom, down in this level based upon the indicator that is in use right now by our VIP, boom. And guys, it is the New York Institute of Finance. Here on the right-hand side, we want to demonstrate to you just briefly what is the notion. Okay, a 5% envelope can be placed around a 10-week moving average. This is New York Institute of Finance. All right, so when we're talking about your trade approach, we want to make sure that you are structured properly. We want to make sure that you're not just listening to random TA, but that you're developing your skill set in line with the best traders on Wall Street. Bottom line, we've had them as members of the VIP. I'll say ex-BlackRock, ex-JP Morgan. Some of guys, VP level JP Morgan and BlackRock. Absolutely. So when we look at how to stay competitive in the market, we're going to do some analytics right now. We're going to talk about a bump and run pattern. I know that you see the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. I know that you can incorporate that into a bullish scenario for this bell formation. Now, the bump and run, we call it a bell. It's a broadening wedge descending. We're going to talk about the descending triangulation here as well. The target to the downside, a little over $6,000. I'll confirm that in one moment. A little over $6,000 if we breach to the downside. So the pump up was great today. Huge moneymaker. However, you are fulfilling this descending triangle. Flat bottom support, descending line of resistance. Couldn't be any more exciting, could it? It's going to challenge you to trade. And we challenge you to join VIP if you haven't joined it yet. Over 130 members the first month, more than any other channel, more than any other YouTube channel. Bottom line, go check it, back check it. Now, we can look at the bullish scenario. We say in VIP, we rock the bells. This looks like a bell formation, right? Looks like a bell, an expansion. What we want is increasing volatility between the buyers on support, sellers on resistance. We're always looking for that volatility and to play, you got it, guys. We want to play it to the upside. So the counterbalance or the, let's say, the lack of confirmation comes in the form of a competing pattern right now. Confirmation meaning all the stars align, everything's in agreement. You understand, everything is in agreement, right? But we're looking at a descending line of resistance. Now, we have not touched that descending line of resistance yet. We have some room to go. Bulls can push up higher on the 4 hourly. Take a look at the specific daily. However, look at the daily. However, please, guys, modify your charts. Make sure you're looking at this on a big screen TV. This is the real deal, guys, in terms of TA, in terms of market function, in terms of a crux where Bitcoin is. This is it. We need big screen TVs, multi-monitors. You guys need the MACD, RSI. You need all of the full spread to be competitive in crypto. In terms of level of resistance, level of support, guys, that's what our VIP is all about. Excited to be building in 2022 in Venus. Very excited. Number one contributor to the channel. Extremely nice to see your trades, by the way. 1,346% trade. If you don't know how these trade returns are possible, we want you to join VIP because it's part of our mission to share with everyone how to handle leverage and how to handle it appropriately, responsibly, so that you don't get wrecked, so that you don't get hurt. 1,346%. Details on my trade that I entered. Again, don't emulate. The purpose is to demonstrate what can be possible in this market to you. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to throw around. Many VIP do and have. And we have, guys, over the last 12-plus months that we've been around. We're excited about 2022 and 2023. Look at J Mac, 1,130 Boom, that's VIP. Freddie in the house with a 405% gain. Guys, and look at Gulshan. New VIP. Gulshan, way to trade. My man, way to trade. Very, very impressive returns. I know they seem like, how can that be done? That's the idea. That's the goal. We want you to maybe not understand. Maybe we want you to be so impressed by the returns that you think that's nothing that could ever really happen. That's the goal. We want to show you how you are capable of that. All right? We've been around some of the heaviest traders, some of the best from New York, me personally, for some of the best from New York in the hedge fund context and private, non-SEC, not financial advice, guys. What I'm going to tell you is I've been around some of the biggest and had direct interaction and structured trades with some of the biggest crypto traders. Some of the biggest crypto traders. Interaction with up to individuals with $500 million in exposure. All right? So we want to show you how you can understand these trades, how you can apply them wherever you're at financially. Wherever you're at, we want you to garner the skill set. We want you to develop in 2022 and reap, guys, the harvest in 2023. That is the idea. So when we're looking at this daily chart, back to the technicals, level of resistance, a near contact noted on the daily chart. Okay. Also a very near contact. I have to say a very near contact with our gray level pro zone. You see that gray level pro zone. I'm going to throw in a treat real quickly. A little bit of a perk, a little bit of a treat. What are we looking at in the backdrop? New York Institute of Finance. We want to know, can we get a crossover of the 9 moving average over the 18? The 9 is in red, over the 18 in blue. It's a critical long entry notification from the New York Institute of Finance. It's validated by them, which means what, guys? Which means that's what traders, top-level traders in Wall Street who are trading are looking at right now, that 9 over 18. Okay, now we predicted that. Let's take a look at this. In terms of this run-up here, boom. We gave that to you if you were listening, that 9 over the 18, that red over the blue. Indication for a long. Now, if you listened as well, pay attention, please, VIP. This is a crux right here. Look at this, guys. The 9 under. Look at this, guys. The 9 under the 18. And review New York Institute of Finance. These are not random moving averages. This is not an idea for today and maybe tomorrow it works and it doesn't. It's part of the institutional framework that the traders in New York on Wall Street that you compete with, that you're competing with, it's part of that framework that they're exposed to. So when I'm looking at a litmus test here, as we look at conflicting, pay attention. Guys, pay attention. VIP, we are at a weekend. Are we at a weekend? I think we're at a weekend. Such an exciting trade day. Is this a weekend? I got to check, guys. It's been a long week. If this is a weekend, I know it's Friday. Guys, congratulations. It's a VIP weekend. They're always exciting. As you're looking for an answer, and let me just kind of groom the technicals a little bit with some solid foundational New York Institute of Finance. What would it take to go long if you didn't listen? And this is great stuff, guys. If you did not listen to, let's say, my video here when I said, hey, we have a buy line pickup. And what was the buy line pickup? Always with heavy cash reserves below. Always with the ability to participate in a potential fire sale. Absolutely. Now, the indicator, guys, the indicator is going to give you a fire sale line below that red fire sale line. You got it. Now, that green is what? Going to be a buy line. You got it. That gray, let's look at the gray area. And if you're not, guys, if you haven't joined VIP, I have to tell you, VIP only have access to this level of indicator. Bottom line, we have scripted this the best we can out of, directly, page out of the book, New York Institute of Finance. I want you to be competitive with Wall Street. I want you to be competitive with the number one traders on the planet, guys. That's what VIP is all about. When we say we're the number one trade group, we mean it. And we're going to reinforce that as we build in 2022. Now, you have the 9 over the 18. All right? You have that in play. Okay, it hasn't effectuated yet. There's no technical, very, very interesting here, guys. There's no technical long indicated right now. If you missed if you missed a few days ago when I let you know, hey, we're at a long, and I know for a fact no other channel, no other guys demonstrated TA that was disseminated from the reports to me. No one else indicated that this down here was your entry. Nobody else. If you listened, I got to tell you guys, if you listened, congratulations. Where are you at? 15% on leverage, guys. That's huge. That's beautiful. Nice play. So where are you at if you don't already have a position? Well, a little bit difficult because we're almost at the level of resistance, right? We're nearly there on the daily, right? Typically, we buy at support. We sell at resistance, or long at support, short at resistance. You guys know that, all right? And what do we do, guys? We trade our patterns and we hit our targets. You guys got that? Also, one trade amount is always 1/100th. Listen, 1/100th of a comfortably expendable amount of cash. That's it, 1/100th. If you're going 100x, then I'll tell you, if you're going 100x, your trade amount, hey guys, keep it. You want to challenge that notion, you do it, you let me know how it works out. But keep it to where your trade amount is 1/100th of a comfortably expendable amount of funds. You don't want to spend the comfortable amount of funds, bam, in one day. We don't want to see that. We want you to last until you develop that skill set, until you're booking 3 or 4 or 5 positive trades in a row. What was that, a couple weeks ago, VIP? I booked over 35 trades in a row. Fact. Not easy. Once you get on a roll, it becomes a little bit easier. You have a little bit more confidence in terms of, we've got 20 in the bag. Now I've got 30 in the bag. And I just tell you, when you look at that level of confidence, you get to the point, it's like the market cannot beat me. I know how she's working. The market cannot beat me. That's the level of confidence I want each and every one of you to have. I want you guys to go on a string, right? Let's go on a string. In terms of resistance support, we're at a potential level of a short. I believe the 4-hourly, the 4-hourly has engaged on a golden short line. We do have a level above of the ice cold short. Now, listen in terms of the indicator. The indicator with the blue is the ice cold short. Just look at how phenomenal the specific. And I'm going to go back to New York Institute of Finance. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything about you guys. Number one trade group. So exciting. 2022, guys. I mean that. You know that. It's pretty cool, huh? We have a lot of progress. The indicator, again, only for VIP. I added a lot of you today, but understand the fire sale line. Now, the 4-hourly is protective. I'm going to tell you it's protective. Okay, if you're getting chewed up on lower time frames, that means you don't have the skill set. Bottom line, if you're losing on the lower time frames, stop losing on the lower time frames. Price action can be very aggressive. Okay, it can be very unpredictable. You have to learn to manage and cope with, at times, I'll say, differences. Okay, and lack of coordination on your indicators from MACD to RSIs to whatever moving averages as well that you may deploy. We'll say those are the top 3 in addition to Bollinger Bands, but there's a lot of conflict resolution that goes on at the lower time frames, makes it difficult. It's where you catch some of your best moves. So as you look at the 4-hourly, it's protective on the indicator. The red fire sale line, the green pickup line. That's the green buy line, guys. Look at the green buy line. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, the golden short line. Bam, 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 bam. You guys see? Bam. Now, you can carry this down. Boom. You can carry it down. Bam. All right, so we look at the golden short line. It's been contacted. But what do we have above it? We have above it the ice cold short, the blue line. This is the fire and ice indicator, just in case you were wondering. Okay, that's what the VIP sign up as. It's fire and ice. Beginner, intermediate, and pro. We're excited to share this with you in 2022. So, yes, we have the red fire sale. We need her to get down into the fire sale, right? You guys know what a fire sale is. And I like when you guys are able to add alert and receive a phone call. Yes, receive a phone call when price hits your buy line. Boom. Professional VIP, guys, got to tell you. So we're waiting potentially, I would love it to hit up into this ice cold short line. You got to have, guys, you got to be ice cold to manage a specific short. I'll tell you. The key indicator that we're going to be looking at now, in addition, let me explain this, the inside pro lines. You'll see, guys, beautiful demonstration here from the buy line to the golden short. Got close in here, remained along the pro lines down to a buy line here. Okay? So in terms of that, this pro function, the gray area, I call it, is for those, particularly on lower time frames, who know what they're doing, who can execute trades, who can manage their order flow. Okay, who can manage their entries, precision. Are you maker taker? Are you on market? Are you on limit? How are you managing your entries? You got to be sharp on these on lower time frames. Let's go into the 15-minute real quickly. I'll show you current price action. Do you think the indicator's working? You bet, guys. Golden shorts, boom, 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 right? And you're just hovering in and around. Look at this, the gray zone, the pro zone. I will promise you pros are trading this inside line with golden short. Boom, 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 right? Waiting for a green pickup. Be nice to hit a green pickup here. And yes, it got tight in this zone to let you know. This is why this is a pro level. Anything hourly or below is pro. I'm telling you guys, in terms of the demonstration of your skill set, don't jump the gun, boom, into this specific ice cold short. What did it target you into? What if I tell you that on an aggressive move, when you're breaking a range or a pattern, this makes a difference. Listen, if you're breaking a range or a pattern in extremely aggressive price action with the target to the upside, what if I just tell you yes, and you'll hit your blue short zone, and your next target is the immediately contiguous or the immediately adjacent line. Boom, in and out, bam, bam. Okay? Pay attention, because you would think, oh, no, it's supposed to go all the way. No, 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 guys. In some extremely aggressive situations, we target that immediately contiguous or adjacent line. Bam, bam. In and out. At the hedge fund, guys, my hedge fund, average trade was 8 to 12 seconds. Moving, guys, 7 to 8 figures in 8 to 12 seconds. Boom, boom. All right? So that's why I say these are pro-level moves here. Yes, when you're in a range, things are more, I'd say they're easier, guys. Easier. It seems like it wants to attract you with easy application with fire and ice. The green pickup line, then the golden short line. Everything looks real easy. Well, I can handle the pro zone. I know some pros, a lot of pros. You guys can handle this, right? This gray area, I call it the gray area because you also have to engage in proper capital management, trade exposure. You guys got that capital management. Big time. Guys, New York Institute of Finance, easy stuff. Easy stuff. You know where to look. John J. Murphy, Principles of Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets. You guys got that. So, looking at a rounding feature here. Had a nice rounding feature here, didn't we? So we're starting to round across the top. We know what that is signaling to us right now. Let's backtrack into the intro. We're rounding into a level of resistance right now. I'm going to give you the most solid framework to address your trade right now if you're not already in one. And I'll remind you, if you are in the money, you see nearly $600,000 generated out of $100,000 in the last 24 hours, about 36 now. But I want you to look at that, and I want you to wonder how that was done. How was that done? I want you to be amazed at what this market can do. This is Bitcoin. This is not SPY. This is not NASDAQ, NDX. This is, guys, this is Bitcoin. When she goes, she goes. And I'm telling you, she can handle a lot in terms of liquidity. That's why we trade Bitcoin spike, guys. So looking at the level of resistance, understanding the competing patterns with the descending line of resistance, flat bottom support. Now, this is another angle I want to make sure I've discussed with you. Potential for a double bottom here is a part and parcel of every, and I'm going to show you this, but it's a part and parcel of every descending triangle. Now, this is not nice. I'm going to tell you, this is not nice. Looking at this and putting this in this context, that's not nice, right? Looking at that with the New York Institute of Finance next to it, if you're a bull, unless you're into lower prices, but you guys have these materials. You have the New York Institute of Finance. Boom, showing what? Showing move, break to the downside, definitely more probable, right? 65% plus confirmation, boom, with a throwback here, then bam to the downside. Let's go through that target very quickly. Just quickly, let's go through that target. I mentioned it earlier on. So excited about 2022 indefinitely about this weekend. I wait for the weekend. On Monday, I start waiting for the weekend. That's just the truth. Looking at this figure, guys, on I'm going to say a realistic measurement here, 7,200 on the lines. 7,200 on the lines. Now, if you're going to go into the candle wicks, you're going to be pushing down potentially into and past that $7,000 into a something in the $6,000 range. We'll get there when we get there. Bottom line, okay, we'll get there when we get there. Candle wicks are always more aggressive on your. Just kind of mean to the bulls there in terms of bringing this structure up. So in terms of the pattern, so we'll stick with 7,000. How about that? Your candle wicks are generally going to give you more aggressive targets, just so that you know. All right, more aggressive targets means higher risk. Okay, so we have the bell formation, the bump and run. Okay. I'll be going over with VIP in the back. We'll be covering not only additional aspects of the indicator. If you're using it, congratulations. Congratulations. Guys, you made the cut. I'm going to tell you, you made the cut if you're using it right now. You're going to keep using it? Well, I don't know. Maybe we have another cut. I'm going to tell you. In terms of the pro zone on the daily, we like this gray zone. I'm going to tell you, the green buy line will carry up and through. What I'm going to give you as the litmus test is the following. Is the 9 that crossed under, look at this, guys, that crossed over the specific 18, the blue line. You see. Yes. Indication for a long. Played out very well, didn't it? Let's just see how well that played out. And we brought it beforehand. We brought it in that zone beforehand. You guys will recall that. 18+% to the upside. Beautiful. Now the cross under, you had to go with your rising wedge feature in this zone to say, hey, maybe it's a good time to take some profits. You guys know that. We covered that. Since the breakdown here, all right, you experienced a max about 15% to the downside. All right? And we have to go really to explain maybe a good take in that area would be the preceding high. That preceding high back in, and let me go ahead and restructure the chart, but the preceding high 2017-18. You guys got that about that $20,000 level. Okay, so that was the indication. And in addition, the indicator. But what I'll say right now is the litmus test is, and focus, guys, the 9 over the 18. I want the 9 over the 18. Like to initiate a long. I'll tell you, to initiate a long. Be prepared with a stop loss. Be prepared that you need to not be overexposed. But if you're looking for that next perfect trade, that next perfect long, and you don't want to FOMO, and you don't, let's say you want something structured, New York Institute of Finance, etc. I'm going to give you that 9 over the 18. And guys, plenty of indicators, plenty of 9 over 18 should pop up, or you can modify your own indicator on TradingView. I want to congratulate the VIP. I want to welcome any additional VIP who want to start getting into the winner circle level. 1,130% by J Mac, 405% by Freddie, 319% by Gulshan. Venus with a 1,346%, or this Mama Jamma, $100,000 into a $600,000 profit. Yes, I want to challenge you. It's one of my goals in 2022. I want to challenge the framework of what you think is possible in this market. That's my goal. That is my goal, okay? To open up some different dynamics to the market. How would you structure? That's the first question. How would you structure a $100,000 trade to produce a $600,000 profit in 24 hours? How is that possible? Okay, I want to open those doors to you. I want to open the framework mentally so that you can receive that. And guys, it's top notch. It's top shelf. It's VIP. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, former hedge fund owner, private non-SEC. Do not emulate any of these trades that you see at all. At all. Without the proper skill set and development. Now, this link will get you to join our VIP. It will get you access to the indicator. Okay? That's just a perk, guys. Just a regular perk. We have a lot of them. Once you join, I want you to go to the first pinned tweet on Twitter. Okay? Go to the first pinned tweet on Twitter. If you don't know the Twitter handle, go ahead and comment below and I'll get it to you. I'll reply to it. This specific I am VIP, I want you to reply to the first pinned tweet. That'll get you in touch with me. I will put you in the back with the winners, guys, in the winner's circle. And we're all over this indicator. I want to tell you guys, it's just one of the most exciting developments I've seen in the market in a long time is ripping a page out of the book. Okay, ripping a page out of the book and bringing it to a group of people that need it, that can use it, that are appreciative of it. That's VIP. We may rip some more pages out of this book. New York Institute, guys, of Finance. I'll tell you, they're good guys. They're good guys. They're going to be excited to know about some of our endeavors. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I want to shout out to the VIP. You guys are doing great. We have another weekend. Venus, I didn't leave you out, the 1,346% trade. Venus, is that the highest trade? That is the highest trade. Venus, congratulations. You won the VIP trophy today. Congratulations, Venus, #1 contributor. Extremely excited to be building with you, Venus, in 2022 and there beyond. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. As a side trailer, I normally give you one after the, let's go through this. There we go. I normally go through something a little special after I invite people to join VIP. Now, on the monthly time frame, I want you to pay attention to the DXY. You know we got a pullback on the DXY. By the way, didn't we? A nice pullback. What was my video entitled? 4 days ago, it was DXY win short. Ba-boom. Beautifully well done. Beautifully well done. You see that head and shoulder, the left shoulder. The head formation, the right shoulder. It looks like a head and shoulders, right? You have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and boom. Beautifully well done. If you got that specific video, guys, 3-4 days ago, I had people that commented and they had entered a short in immediately. I'm like, man, what is wrong with you? They're flipping out. I'm like, good gosh, if you don't know how to trade, do everybody a favor and don't. Spend time learning the fundamentals of technical analysis instead. Okay? Then start to make your baby steps into the field. All right, now DXY. Let's look at this. I want to backtrack into what are we looking at. All right, now on the very important, guys, on the monthly on the DXY, I want you to take a look at this bull pennant. I'm going to turn this green right now. The bull pennant requires a move to the upside, a downward. Guys, a move to the upside, symmetrical. Thinking of a flag. Pardon, we just had a few flags. DXY had a micro flag as well today that mirrored, quite interestingly, Bitcoin. Looking at the move to the upside and the symmetrical, the bull pennant. Boom. There we go. The point of this is the following. On the lines, pay attention on the lines. Move to the upside, symmetrical consolidation on the monthly. We've completed the target. Bam, of the carry up. You guys see this? We've completed the target of the preceding flagpole. Now, the dollar has been dangerous to bet against. I'm going to go ahead and say that, but you are also in a rising wedge feature, which at some point, we're going to have to watch the momentum indicators. You guys know this. At some point, this is, let's start off with generally it's bearish. And at some point, the expectation is to break this line of support. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. We'll go through further details in the back-end edition. That golden short line has activated on the monthly chart. Whoa, on the monthly DXY. All right, on the monthly. And by the way, on Bitcoin, we have another line, exterior line, that we haven't published yet. On the monthly. Just haven't done it yet. We'll do it, I suppose, if there's a good reaction from the VIP on the indicator, and already has been a beautiful reaction. Understand we're at the golden short line. We'd love to hit the extremature of the ice cold short. Oh, that would be nice, guys. That would be nice. Wouldn't be an easy short. It would wind up being a long on Bitcoin, which you do recall and remember. Yes, you need that 9 over the 18. That's going to be the litmus test. Guys, count it. This is a good TA review. You are saddled up and ready, definitely, for the weekend. Guys, let's go get it. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Let's go. VIP trade group, guys. Make sure you join today. Thank you so much for your time. Pardon me, guys. We'll talk to you soon. And bye-bye.